Welcome everybody back to a video on my channel. My name is Iceologer, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I had this video on my mind for just a few days, and I thought now was a great time to make it, being that the mob vote happened recently, and by recently, about a month ago at this point. The Glow Squid did win, right? Now, I'm not a huge hater in the Glow Squid, but I don't necessarily like it, okay? And I think now's a good time to talk about and discuss the fact that the Minecraft community needs to know whatever the hell they're doing, okay? They don't know what they're doing. And let's throw a tweet up on screen real quick right here. You see, this is where I got a bit of inspiration for this video. This man is just spitting straight facts with the idea that the Minecraft community doesn't know what they're doing, okay? I can't stress this enough. What comes to mind when you think of the most hated mob in Minecraft? Let me guess, the Phantom. The Phantom comes to your mind, but isn't it awfully weird that the Phantom, a mob that the community voted on, won the mob vote? Isn't that a little bit weird? Why would that be the most hated mob in Minecraft if the community voted for it to be added to the game? You would think it'd be the most loved mob. The community got to choose it, right? But that's not how that works. The thing about these mob votes, and I'm probably going to go a bit into detail on this video talking about whether or not Mojang should end these mob votes. I'm going to talk about that later in the video. At the moment, I wanted to talk about the fact that the community doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, let's look at the mob vote 2017, which was the first mob vote, mind you. We had Mob A, Monster of the Ocean Depths. Mob B, Monster of the Night Sky, which was the Phantom. Mob C, the Great Hunger, which would have been great for the Cave update, which was just announced recently. Haha, we finally got Cave update, I'm so happy. Mob D, the last mob, which was the Hovering Inferno, which would have done great in the Nether update recently. You know what, something's interesting about this. The next update, right, whichever mob won this vote, would have been added in 1.13. If you don't know what 1.13 was, it was Update Aquatic, underwater update, right? Mob A, Monster of the Ocean Depths, is a mob it's a hostile mob in the ocean depths. So wouldn't it make sense that the community voted on the Monster of the Ocean Depths being that 1.17 the 1.13 Update Aquatic was just around the corner? Now, I didn't experience the mob vote at that time, so I could have some things a little bit off here, so don't fully judge on this. But if you do know what happened and you did watch that mob vote, please let me know and tell me if I did get these things right here, okay? Was the mob vote announced prior to the update, and was the votes conducted before the update was announced? I would like to know that, because I didn't watch the stream. I wasn't really huge into Minecraft at that moment. And that's another thing that I think Mojang should probably focus future mob votes on. Have mobs, allow the community to vote on mobs based around the update topic. I think they should announce the update at the very beginning of the show and then announce the mob vote. That way, the community has plenty of time the rest of the show to vote on what mob they want. And that way, every mob, whichever mob that wins, right, it makes sense and goes well with the update theme. The Great Hunger, if that was, let's look at the mob, let's look at the mob votes this year. We had the Moobloom, we had the Glow Squid, and we had the Iceologer. None of those pertain to the caves, but one of them does pertain to the mountains, which is part of the caves and cliffs update. That's what it's called, and that's the Iceologer. But did the Iceologer win? No, it didn't. But do you know what mob did win? An underwater mob, which should have been added way back in 1.13. I'm joking. I know they didn't come up with that idea yet then, but still, the community doesn't know what they're doing. Wouldn't you think, if you were playing Minecraft, wouldn't you want a mob added to the game that actually makes sense to be added? The Glow Squid, it doesn't make any sense to have it added to the game. Minecraft 1.17 is the caves and the cliffs update. The only mob here that would have made sense was the Iceologer. I'll talk about the mob votes and what I think Mojang should do with them later in the video. Do I think they should end them? But seriously though, the Minecraft community, you voted for a reskinned squid over a mob that should that literally makes sense for the update. Like that really doesn't make any sense to me, and that's part of the reason I'm making this video, is because it's clear as day that the Minecraft community doesn't know what they're voting on, and you can say Dream rigged it, Dream convinced his fan base, and that is part of it, but you also got to put some blame here on Mojang, because it was a little bit misleading, calling it the Glow Squid, which again, it doesn't actually glow. A little bit misleading. Everything this mob vote was a complete mess. You had everyone Dream for apparently rigging it. Getting his whole fan base, and then Mr. Beast fan base, which is huge, behind the mob vote and getting Glow Squid to win, and then you vote. Then you have all the confusion behind the Glow Squid. Does it glow or does it not? And then Mojang with their confusion, like, it does, and putting out false information, calling it the Glow Squid, but it doesn't actually glow. There was so much wrong with this update. There was so much wrong with this mob vote. And I'm not gonna sit here and complain about the mobs, because Mojang put time and effort in to make these mobs. But you think they could have done a little bit better of a job? I mean, you had 4 mobs back in 2017. You had a super interesting underwater mob, the Monster of the Night Sky, which it was kind of interesting, but that's that. The Great Hunger, which had a super interesting concept, being that you could possibly use its drop loot to disenchant and reenchant certain armor pieces. That would be great. Mob D, the Hovering Inferno, which would have been like a super powerful Nether Blaze type thing, and that would have been pretty cool to see. But the community votes on a Phantom, which does nothing but force you to go to bed once every 3 days, is it? And then this mob vote, we had a reskinned cow, a reskinned Illager, a reskinned Glow Squid. Now, the Iceologer, no, I don't really consider it reskinned. I think it's a really cool version, but again, another Illager, come on, could we have gotten something cooler? It was a reskinned cow, okay? It was just a golden cow. It was called the Moobloom. It did have an interesting concept with the bees. I did like that idea, and possibly a new flower to the game. But why Minecraft? Why the Glow Squid? It does nothing. Okay, now we're coming up with the end of the video here, and I want to have time to make my outro this time, unlike last video, which I would recommend go checking out. But what do I think Mojang should do about these mob votes? I think they need to end it altogether, or do what I mentioned earlier this video. And what I mentioned earlier this video, for some reason, if you skipped all the way to this part of the video, which doesn't make much sense, but if you did anyways, I'm going to go ahead and quickly say it. Announce the massive major update at the very beginning of the show, then, right after, announce the mob vote with no confusion, okay? No confusion, Mojang. Glow Squid, okay? Make everything clear as can be, because the Minecraft community clearly doesn't know what the heck they're doing, and doesn't know how to read and realize that a Glow Squid doesn't actually glow, if they would just read the article. But no, okay? Make sure everything is clear as day, and then announce the mob vote, and then give the players the rest of the show to vote on the mobs. It would prevent so much more confusion, and then make every single mob in the mob vote specific to the update. That, or just completely get rid of the mob votes in general. I think they should keep the biome votes, because we clearly know what we're doing there, but get rid of the mob votes. That is it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. Consider subscribing, helps out a ton. I need to get this outro in this time, because I didn't get my outro in last episode, or last video. But that is it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think the Minecraft community has any clue of what the heck they're doing, or do you think the mob vote should stay? That's it for the video, guys, and I will see you then!